At Foxtrot Family Law, we help folks stand up for themselves in child custody, divorce, DHR defense, and adoption cases. Our mission is one of agency and empowerment. It's not what we do for you in your family law case. Hopefully, it's what we help you do for yourself. That's what's going to have a lasting effect on your family, your legacy, your life, and if it applies, your children. At Foxtrot, we really only have two things that we do here. We're here to advise and we're here to advocate. What we're not here to do is decide what is or should be important to you and your family. We do not decide how you want to approach your case. We do not decide what you ultimately want to achieve through the family law process. And we sure as hell don't decide what kind of parent you're going to be or what kind of kids you want to raise. We know that we are tradesmen. We're hired to do a job. Yeah, it's an important job. It's a complicated job. It's a challenging job, and it's a rewarding job. But, it's not our kids. It's not our small business. It's not our marriage. It's not our divorce. It's yours. So we're going to advise you. We want you to make educated decisions about what you want for yourself and your family. And then we're going to advocate for those decisions 100%. I mean, we're folks just like you guys are in this field of law. We're here to help you build the life that you want for yourself and your family. That's who we are at Foxtrot Family Law. I think there's a lot of folks in this industry who've been doing this a long time, and they're going to tell you, how you need to go about your case. They're going to tell you what you need to do, what you need to think, what you need to say. And we're just not. We're not your dad. We're not your mom. They're not our kids. We're proud to advise and advocate, but only for the decisions that you make about who you are and what you want for yourself and your family. And that's what we're about here at Foxtrot Family Law. Family law cases are complex, whether it's divorce, child custody, DHR defense, maybe a contested adoption, or maybe even an uncontested adoption in unique or complex circumstances. Any of the cases, and frankly, every one of the cases in which we represent a client has a certain amount of complexity or a certain portion of the case which is complex. So what we try to do is we try to think and operate in first principles to simplify complexity. Okay, I mean, it's if you think about it in the recovery community, I mean, is recovering from alcohol addiction complex? Yes, of course it is. So what do? You take it one day at a time. You build a routine, you build a process, you think methodically, you approach and make plans, and you do the next right thing. So you simplify that complexity. You don't think to yourself, man, I'm never going to touch a drop of alcohol ever again. You think, I'm not going to drink today. Or maybe I'm not going to drink the next hour. Or I'm not going to go by the bar after work. I'm going to go straight home. You're taking it one step at a time. As trite as that sounds, there's a version of that for every level of complexity in any family law case. So what are we really talking about? First principles. And what's the next thing that we need to do in order to properly assess and execute going forward in the case? The way I describe complexity, people talk about chess, how complex chess is. And then they think, well, if somebody's really good at chess, how many moves ahead are they thinking? Well, fundamentally, somebody's just thinking, like a chess grandmaster is only thinking one move. Like they're looking at the board, assessing the situation, and making the best move, the best one move, given what the board looks like. Then the other side's going to make a move, and then the board's going to look completely different. So if you ever wonder how these grandmasters can play like 35 people at once, they're not necessarily, although some of them can, they're not necessarily keeping up with the whole game in their head. They look at the board and they make the best decision based on what they see. And the next time they come around to that same board, the board looks different based on what the other side did. So they make a new decision based on what the board looks like at the time. So when we are encountering complexity in each and every one of our cases on some level here at Foxtrot Family Law, we're looking at the board and we're saying, okay, what's the next thing we need to do based on what the board looks like? We're trying to simplify that complexity, work through the challenges, get clear about the problems and opportunities with which our clients are confronted, and make the best next move based on what the board looks like. That's how we approach complexity at Foxtrot Family Law. When folks want a peaceful resolution in family law cases, lawyers, we're nitpicky about words and what words mean. So let's get clear on what folks mean by peaceful. Peace in a child custody or family law case, it's got to come from in here, and it's just within you. And the split second that you're depending on somebody else to have a peaceful resolution, like you're going to make things worse. So you've got to find that peace within yourself. And here's how you do that. Get clear about who you are. Get clear about what you want for yourself and your children. And then get clear on how far you're willing to go. You are in complete control of those things. Who you are, what you want for yourself and your family, and how far you're willing to go. Well, I'm willing to throw a couple grand at this and see how it shakes out. Okay, fine. You can have peace about that decision and that process if that aligns with who you are. If it's, I'll never fucking stop. No matter what DHR says, no matter what the other side says, no matter what the kids say, no matter what the judge says or anybody else, I'm never going to stop standing up for who I am and what I want for my kids. I'll never stop. You can have peace in that process. It's about being clear about the decisions that you make and how you're going to approach the process. Here in Alabama, I mean, whether you like Coach Saban or whether you don't, he talks about the process, and that's the only thing you can control. And peace comes from being aware of that control and utilizing it in a way that whatever happens, you can be proud of who you are. You can look yourself in the mirror. You're getting divorced, man. You're fighting over kids. You might be taking somebody's kids away. If you think, oh man, we're going to hold hands and sing Kumbaya at the end of this process, you're not. So just get clear on who you are and what you want and how far you're willing to go. And that's how you're going to find some peace in this process in family law. Our clients choose Foxtrot Family Law, and I'm not just guessing here, guys. I mean, I have exit meetings with our clients. We do research in our community, and we poll our clients and survey our customers to find out, okay, why did you choose to work with Foxtrot Family Law? How did working with Foxtrot Family Law benefit you? So I'm not just spouting off here. I mean, frankly, go to Google, look at our reviews, and find out for yourself. But the feedback that we get is that we communicate effectively. Now, we make our mistakes and we get busy and we get stuck in court like everybody else, but we do everything we can to communicate effectively. One of the other reasons that our clients choose Foxtrot, and I've talked about this separately, is because it's not what we want for their case. It's what they want. I mean, folks will come in and say, I've worked with other lawyers. The lawyer just told me what I needed to do and like didn't really listen to my unique situation, to my unique desires for myself and my family. It was that advocacy part where our clients feel like, man, my case was about me, not about Foxtrot. It was about me and my family and my kids. And Foxtrot came in to support that. So we want to communicate effectively. We want to be advocates for who you are and what you want in your case. And we have found through our experience, through a decade of doing this here at Foxtrot Family Law, that has resonated with our community, that has resonated with our clients. And most importantly, like 6 months from now, it's our clients hopefully aren't sitting there thinking, wow, Foxtrot was great. They did great things for me. They really helped me out. They really saved my ass. No, we want our clients 6 months from now, 6 years from now, 60 years from now, being proud of who they are and looking in the mirror and saying, wow, I didn't know I had it in me. I didn't know I could do that for myself, for my family, for my kids, for my business, for my employees, for whatever it is that I needed to do, who I needed to support or protect. I didn't know that I had it in me. And they get to carry that with themselves for the rest of their lives. After coming through the hardest thing they've ever dealt with, they come back not only like where they are or where they were before this challenge, but they've come back even stronger. It's like they're finally themselves again. They're finally the mother that they know they've always been, the father they knew they could be, but even stronger for what they have done. And we're just providing some strategic and logistical support along the way. I think that's why our mission of agency and empowerment has resonated with the communities we serve here at Foxtrot Family Law. Family law cases are complex, are challenging, no matter what your unique situation is, whether it's divorce, child custody, dealing with DHR, or pursuing an adoption. We want what you want here at Foxtrot Family Law. We're not here to tell you what you should do, who you should be, how you should approach this process. We're here to ask questions. We're here to listen. We're here to learn about how we can support you and your goals and what you want for yourself and your family here at Foxtrot Family Law. We've got offices across North Alabama, Huntsville, Guntersville, Florence over there in Lauderdale County. We're proud to serve and support and help you stand up for yourself in your child custody, divorce, DHR defense, or adoption case here at Foxtrot Family Law.